So you want to learn to beatbox, just like this. Or not. Today, guys, we're going to learn how to beatbox, but I'm not going to subject you to my dreadful skills. In fact, I've got an expert in. So please welcome Carl. Come on in. Carl, that was absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
Do you enjoy doing that?
Of course I do. Something you do in the shower every day.
How long have you been beatboxing for?
I've been making noises since I was about, as long as I could talk, I could make noises. So I've been beatboxing properly since I was about 16, but making noises since I was a kid. Enough practice and enough interaction with other beatboxers. I'd say 4 or 5 years you can be at a professional level where you can take it on shows and you can do festivals and tour it, that sort of stuff.
So is there hope for me?
Of course there is. There's hope for anyone. If you put the practice in, anyone can do it.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
So I always say that anyone can sing, and if you do have a healthy voice and you have good hearing, then there is nothing to stop you being a good singer. So it's the same with beatboxing.
Practice with a metronome.
You have to practice with a metronome.
In beatboxing, yeah.
Why?
It's about timing. If you've got the best, most amazing sounds and vocabulary of bass lines that make you wobble, but you're all over the place and you've got no rhythm, no one wants to hear you.
Okay, so you've got to be in time, you've got to practice, and you've got to actually have the sounds. Yeah, cool. So what is your background in beatboxing? Like, what kind of stuff have you done? So, are you big in the beatboxing scene?
I wouldn't say I'm the biggest in the beatboxing scene, but I've won the 8th Wonder Beatbox Championship. I've been a finalist in the UK Beatbox Championships. Wow. I've played at festivals all over the UK. I still have a residency with a company called Brown Bear. We do international youth arts festivals, you're touring, you're doing workshops for people, you're teaching everyone to beatbox. So. Okay,
and how did you get started?
I started beatboxing. I was cycling my BMX. I used to ride BMX loads when I was a kid, and we were in Brixton Skate Park, and I met this guy called Maverick, and I was like, "Oh, you beatbox as well? I beatbox. Let's battle, rah rah rah." And that video ended up going viral in the UK beatbox scene, and I got contacted by some other beatboxers saying, "Oh, you need to come to this jam." It was called King of the Jam, and at the time it was at South Bank, Waterloo, and ended up getting involved with the UK beatbox scene, getting completely shown how it was done by the olders. And that was me when I was 15, 16 years old, and they were 20, 25. And yeah, that's how I started.
So it's all about getting involved in the network, the community, who you know.
Yeah, of course.
And doing it that way.
Well, I mean, I can imagine it's like singing or dancing. Like, you can only be so good in your bedroom. Yeah. Until then, there are going to be millions of people or hundreds of people in the UK scene who will be able to show you something else, or you'll pick that up. And with beatboxing, it's strange because you'll be beatboxing with them, and then 2 days later, you'll be doing sounds you couldn't do. But then you met them and you're like, oh, wait a second, like, this is sick, I can do that as well.
Advice that you would give to people who want to be beatboxers or to improve their beatboxing: use a metronome. Yes. Timing is everything. Put yourself out there, get to know other beatboxers, get involved with the beatboxing community, and practice.
Yeah, practice.
Loads of practice.
Yeah, shower's the best place to practice.
Yeah, because you've got the good acoustics.
Yeah, you've got great acoustics in the shower, no one to bother you, you can make all the sounds you want, like there's no pressure in the bathroom.
Amazing.
Like.
And do you have to be young, or can you start this at any age?
I think being younger means you have less inhibitions.
Okay.
The older you get, though, then means that you're worried about what people think about you. But if you're old and you don't care what people think, like, it's not about that. It's about how much effort you want to put into it. It can be any age.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So there's nothing to hold you back apart from yourself. Yeah. So be confident and just do what you love, if this is what you want to do. All right. So as you probably heard, to my embarrassment, I am not very good at beatboxing. So how would I get started?
Just by learning the basics. I think percussions are the basics in beatboxing.
So plosive sounds.
Yeah, so your P's, your T's and your K's.
P, T, K.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with P. Yeah. We're going to do this together right now. You guys as well.
For you.
So we're going to start with P. What do we do?
So you want to take P as a letter and you want to break it down phonetically. So you've got P, E.
Okay.
And you want to take away
Take away the voice.
Take away the voice of the letter.
Okay, so just do the plosive p.
Yeah, so you got, and keep it going.
So you're keeping your lips quite close together there.
That's it. But again, your mouth, your face it has loads of muscles, so you need to train your face and all the muscles in your face to make those sounds, and they will eventually get stronger and tighter, and you'll be able to make like faster or just. Yeah.
I'm like I'm doing a raspberry.
So you're not tensing. This part of the face isn't tensing. You have to practice it, practice it, practice it. That's it. Stronger.
Yeah, it's aching already.
That's
like
it.
That?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, okay. All right, and so that's a P. What's the next letter?
T.
T. Okay, so the same thing, just the plosive, no voice.
Perfect.
So just the t.
Perfect.
Yeah?
That's it. That's it. And then you go.
Oh gosh, I mean.
There you go. Your T's actually really, really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, your T's really good.
Okay, good. So what's next? The K.
Then you do the K, and you could do an inwards K or an outwards K. So an outwards K is like. No. Yeah, and the inwards would be.
Oh,
I prefer an inwards one. Yeah.
Are you breathing in?
It's just. I can't explain it any better than make a K inwards. Yeah. Again, practice like your P was. Yeah.
So forwards, I'm thinking of breathing out. I'm doing. And then inwards, I'm just thinking of bunching my tongue further back. I'm doing.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah,
Okay.
and again, it will get stronger with more practice.
That is hard. That is harder, that K, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and that's why you have to practice those three. Like, they are the core basis of a lot of beats, especially like hip hop beats, drum and bass beats. Like, you can have different other snares, but I generally tend to keep to those three.
Okay, so we've got.
Yeah. Yeah.
And.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay.
it. That was it.
All right, so let's just try those three together. So we'll just run them a few times. We've got.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, and so then we should probably do some
You can switch it up a little bit.
combinations.
Yeah, you can switch up a little bit. So you go. But that's just boom, tick, clap, tick, clap, tick, clap, boom, boom, tick, clap, tick, clap. See, P, T, K, T, K, T, T, K, P, P, T, K. That's it.
So P, T, K, P, P, T, K.
So P, T, K, T, K, T, P. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And and that's all different. Now you can think of all different genres of music.
Yeah.
So house is just your P's and your T's. You see, you can feel it now. This is when the metronome comes in. This is when you have your sense of rhythm about it as well. And then from that you can start adding things. That's when you get your bass lines and all the other the fillers in between those as well. Obviously the next step would be adding a bass line or adding some sort of melody to it. We'll start with the bass line just because it's easier to break down. I have three specific types of bass line. So my first and favourite one is mine. So it's that you can just slot that in between the other ones. I feel like that fits the best for me.
And how are you making that sound?
That's like a but really, really tight lips. So like.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so impressive.
Thank you.
It's just so full, the sound, it's so rich.
Yeah.
What else can you do?
Some of the other bass lines is some harder hitter ones that when you start using a microphone, that the whole room will shake. It's like a. So that's just on the side of the mouth, like a roll your tongue against the back of your teeth kind of sound.
I'm guessing that because everybody's different, everyone has different dental setup, everyone has a different space inside their mouth, that we're going to have, everyone's going to have a slightly more unique sound, and some people will be able to do sounds that other people won't. And I'm guessing there's no rules, so you could potentially create a new sound. Does that happen often?
That happens so many times. It's unbelievable. And you see all these young bloods that are coming up, and even older beatboxers like myself, or the generation before me, having some of the most unique sounds. I mean, a guy called Jim Fox, Beatbox, made the So it's like a bird whistle sound, and that's one of those ones where you're like, wait, at what point in your bedroom did you go, yeah, So yeah, there's loads of different sounds.
So I guess the best thing that you guys can do is just to experiment. I guess listen to sounds, see what you can create, what kind of sounds your voice makes, and embrace that. Explore it and embrace it, just like I would tell you to do with your singing voice. I think I'm actually going to try.
Yeah?
And practice this stuff.
Yes. it's very addictive, beatboxing. You see, as soon as when you get the bug, that's it, boom, 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 and it rolls. And it's with you for life. It's not like an instrument you have to sit down and play it, and you've got a specific time and a place that you have to play it. You'd be walking to the bus stop and be beatboxing. You can be in the shower and be beatboxing. You can be with your friends, and it's wicked. It's really, really interesting like that.
And can you layer up beatbox? Like, could we do something together?
Of course. Yeah! Well done.
Awesome.
That was very good. Well done, well done.
Well, I want to say a huge thank you to you for coming down, for sharing with us your talent and your knowledge. And hopefully some of you guys have found that inspiring. I certainly have. Before I let you go, though, can you give us some advice on where our young aspiring beatboxers should go in terms of any networks that you know of, any websites which would be really helpful for them to get involved with?
So if you want to be part of the UK beatbox scene, then you want to be hitting up the UK Beatbox TV Facebook, the UK Beatbox Championships. They have a website, so ukbeatboxchampionships.com or .co.uk. I can't remember which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's .co.uk. They're the places that you want to be looking. You want to be getting involved in the scene. On YouTube, there's a thing called Swiss Beatbox. They have a huge Facebook following, a huge YouTube following, and they're following just in the scene in general. Yeah, they're the best places.
So links to those will be in the description box below if you are interested. And if you are going to be a beatboxer, you have to have a beatboxer name.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Soundbites. Sound BYTZ, all one word.
So I want to know what your beatboxing name is. If you can leave that in the comments box below, I'd be very interested to read that. All right, well, thank you very much. It's been awesome having you here. I've really enjoyed that. Guys, if you're not already a subscriber, then please do subscribe and press that bell notification button after subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future uploads. If you did enjoy this, then please give it a thumb. And until next time, take care. Happy beatboxing and goodbye. Zip.